Hello learners, in this video I'm going to talk about market segmentation, the meaning of market segmentation, the advantages of market segmentation and also the basis for market segmentation. So let's start with understanding the meaning of market segmentation. Market segmentation is the process of dividing a heterogeneous market into homogeneous subunits. A heterogeneous market means a market with different characteristics or varied characteristics, okay, and needs of customers. And though the needs of the customers are varied, yet they can be classified or rather they can be grouped into customers having similar needs. So therefore, it involves grouping of customers in on the basis of homogeneous characteristics. So let's take the example of shampoos for hair, which we use for hair. Now, all of us use shampoos, but then we use for varied needs. Some of the customers use it because they have hair loss problem. Some of the customers use it to preserve the hair color. Some of the customers use it to make the hair more lustrous, to increase the volume of the hair. Okay, so there are varied needs why the customers use hair shampoos, but then they can be classified, or rather, the needs of the customers can be grouped based on similar needs. Okay, so like we can have shampoos only to reduce the hair fall. We can make shampoos only to preserve the hair color. Okay, so basically a heterogeneous market is being grouped or rather customers are being classified on the basis of homogeneous characteristics. Next, moving on to the benefits of market segmentation. The first benefit of market segmentation is adjustment in marketing appeals. Through the market segmentation process, the organizations try to understand the characteristics of the market and the needs of the customers. So once the marketers have a clear idea of the needs of the customers, they can try to modify the product and also try to alter the promotional strategies so that it appeals to the customers. Moving on to the next point, which is determining market opportunities. On the basis of the research which is carried out through the market segmentation process, the marketers can get an idea of the needs of the customers, their habits, the tastes and hobbies of different customers in different market segments. And then after understanding the different markets, the marketers can try to assess which markets have more potential for sales and which try to portray more marketable opportunities. Moving on to the next point, which is developing marketing programs. Now, developing marketing programs here basically means that through the market segmentation process, the marketers can try to adopt effective marketing programs and try to serve the customers better and at comparatively lower costs than compared to their competitors. And moreover, the marketers can try to have different marketing programs for different segments based on the needs of that segment. Moving on to the next point, which is allocation of marketing budget. Allocation of marketing budget basically means allocating the funds for trying to, or rather the marketing budget is adjusted for particular region or locality. Now, in the place where sales opportunities are limited, it is of no use allocating a huge budget there. So instead of utilizing the funds for areas where or regions where there is no growth or no potential for increasing the sales, the market does then divert the funds towards areas where there is more potential for increasing the sales. Moving on to the next point, increase in sales volume. Since through the market segmentation process, the producers can understand the needs of the customers better. Therefore, they can modify the products according to the needs. They can design strategies to attract more customers. So all these activities will ultimately result in increasing the sales volume. Lastly, better service to customers. Now, through the process of market segmentation, marketers get a clear idea of how to satisfy, what the needs of customers are, and thereby they try to design products which will help in satisfying the needs of the customers. So, through this process, the satisfaction levels of the customers is increased. Only when the customers are satisfied, they will opt for repeat purchases and they will have brand loyalty towards the organization. So, basically, market segmentation also helps in offering a better service to the customers. Moving on to the next point, which is basis of market segmentation. Now, market segmentation process is basically carried out on the basis of three criteria. One is customer based segmentation, next is product related segmentation, and the last being competition based segmentation. Moving on to the first type of segmentation, which is customer based segmentation. Now, in this type of market segmentation, the focus of segmentation or dividing the market is on the basis of the characteristics of the customers. So, the first characteristics of the customer is demographic segmentation. The word demography refers to the characteristics of the population like age, income, gender, education, occupation, marital status. So basically on the demographic segmentation is segmenting the market on any of these characteristics or criteria. Now let's take an example. In the case of health drinks, we generally have different health drinks which appeals to different groups of people. Now, in the case of Horlicks, we have Junior Horlicks, which appeals to infants and toddlers. Then we have Chocolate Horlicks, which appeals to kids. Then we have Mother's Horlicks, which appeals to lactating mothers. We have Women's Horlicks, which appeals to women who are above the age of 30. We have Horlicks Protein, which appeals to men who want to do bodybuilding and all that stuff. So basically, this is one kind of a demographic segmentation example. Moving on to the next segmentation, which is geographical segmentation. Based on the location of the customers are classified into urban customers or the rural customers. Okay, urban markets basically means customers in residing in cities, and rural market segmentation involves customers living in villages. Again, further, the market segmentation involves classification on the basis of metro cities and non-metro cities. Cities like Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, and Kolkata these are all called as metro cities. So this is another type of market segmentation, or rather another basis for market segmentation. Next, we have psychographic variables. Okay, no, so basically customers differ in their behavior from each other. Each of the customers may have different attitudes because of personality and lifestyle differences, and markets are using the psychographic variables to segment their market. For example, in Citibank, Diners card and all, they have cards like platinum cards, gold cards, and all that, because to appeal to the lifestyle of people. So generally, platinum cards are given to customers who who have high profiles, and we have gold cards for the middle class and middle class segments and all that. Lastly, last classification is buyer readiness. Now buyers are at different stages of readiness. Okay, we have based on the readiness of the buyers to make purchases, they can be classified as innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. Innovators are the people who buy the product immediately as soon as it is launched. They who do not think much before buying the product, who do not wait for reviews from the critics and all that. So early adopters are the people who wait for reviews in the initial days and then they buy the product. Then early majority are those, once we have sufficient reviews, then they buy the product. So based on the buyer readiness, again, the market segmentation is done. Now, a product related segmentation. This basically involves, carrying out market segmentation based on the usage of the same product in different situations. Okay. Now, let's take the example of laptops. Now, laptops, the configurations of the laptops varies when you're using it at office at the corporate level and when you're using it at your home in your personal for your personal use. So therefore, the market for computers can be segregated into as market for commercial use and market for personal use. Another type of segmentation is competition based segmentation. Now this kind of a segmentation is basically done based on the loyalty of the customers towards a particular brand. So the first type of segmentation is on the basis of hardcore loyals. These are the customers who buy the same brand. Okay, so example like newspapers, we do not change the brands quite often. The milk brand which we use all generally remains the same. Okay, now moving on to the second, which is softcore loyals. So customers who have loyalty towards not just one brand but two or three brands. Like take the example of toothpaste, we generally don't stick on to only one toothpaste. We'll have 2-3 brands which which we opt for. So then a person is called as a softcore loyal. Lastly is switchers. Switchers are customers who never stick to a brand. They keep on moving from one market segment to another. So therefore, in such cases, the marketer has to always try to find out ways to in order to retain the customers so that they opt for repeat purchases. So these were some of the bases for market segmentation. I'd like to conclude by telling that the step towards developing a market segmentation strategy is to allocate a base for segmenting the market. So basically, first we need to decide on the basis of market segmentation and then carry out market segmentation process.